I'll have watermelon. Or mint, I don't care. Do you have a preference? Okay, 1 2 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
You didn't say mic check.
Mic check 1 2.
Cool.
Thank you, Wolf.
What do you want to say? Pick a flavor of Rockaway soda?
Yes, but we've already done it. You picked watermelon, so that leaves.
Oh, this was for a future.
Yeah, but no, you've chosen watermelon guava. I've got lime mint. Plugged our sponsor for the day. Box checked. Moving on. I don't really have a person of canal.
Yeah.
Well, a person of canal is, I think you should talk about these wellness places, spas that you're so curious about.
Yeah, I mean, we could just talk about the
sustainability.
Yeah, the sustainability of, I don't know, I'm intrigued about wellness culture. Obviously, we've talked about this on the podcast before, but these like spas, Remedy, I noticed like a brand called Remedy spas like on the corner of Canal and something West Broadway. I don't know, I forget. We walked by it, but I'm just wondering how sustainable the whole bubble is that's going on.
Financially sustainable, not as in like.
Yeah, I'm just wondering when the money is going to like dry up.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know, how many people can like afford guided ice baths and.
What do you think it is? Like
IV therapy all the time and.
IVs, quick Botox.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Ice bath, get your chakras.
But maybe that's like where the disposable income is going. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was more interested about all of the running that I saw going on our walk here.
Yes. So
it's marathon season, if that's even a thing. We're just making up that there are now seasons in New York of like these sort of things, but it really is. I mean, I think it's coupled with run clubs becoming popular. And I just never noticed on our walks here over the past however many weeks, people running this much. They were running all over the streets, so much so that we were walking through, what you'd call like Northwest Tribeca.
Yeah.
And there are people leaving work or whatever, getting out of happy hour, and walked by a group, and like a guy probably in his 50s or 60s was like, why is everybody running? And I was like, Harry and I just had that, like I yelled back to him. I was like, we just said the same thing. So
I've noticed it though. I've noticed it in the morning. People are starting to stretch out their mileage for the marathon. I
turned the corner, almost got plowed by a guy running on the street. I don't know. I'm all about running where you're supposed to run, or
I hate running on the street. I'd only run in something like a not designated area, but like where I grew up, the Jackie Lynn Onassis Reservoir was right there in Central Park. Great place to run. You have the bridle path by us now. You have obviously the West Side Highway Promenade or the Hudson River Park. And when I've lived in other neighborhoods, I would like go in, like I'd run into Red Hook and run into like the industrial parts. Running amongst people sucks.
I guess people are training.
Pedestrians.
I guess it was a combination of people training for the marathon.
No question.
And then I guess also, but I never noticed it before, social run clubs, maybe. Yeah. I've witnessed them on the promenade all the time by where we live, but this particular group that seemed to be following us was like maybe 10 people.
Well, there were two waves.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
There was the Greenwich Avenue people and there was the Washington Avenue people. Two different people, two different tribes.
And I'm so curious about it. Harry was like, if I didn't run this fast and I like to talk to people and didn't do this and didn't do that, I would be in a run club. And I was like, yes, same. If I wasn't who I am, I would be in a run club.
Yes. Well, it's also they are holding you accountable for the mileage. So basically, for 99% of the runners in the marathon that are just like to run and are not particularly fast on a marathon, elite marathon or standard, you just your body has to get used to the punishment.
Yeah.
So these people are doing their 12, like probably doing double-digit runs now, and then on in terms of mileage, and on weekends, like our buddy just did his 18 or 20 mile run. Like you're supposed to you're right like you're supposed to like basically top yourself off mileage wise, because you're 3 Sundays out from running the actual marathon.
Yeah.
So it's all sustaining your legs. But yeah, I mean, they're like hordes of people running like through regular pedestrian traffic.
I mean, I guess the marathon is like a unique thing to train for and be a part of, but I'm such a solo fitness person. I need to be alone, basically in the zone when I'm working out, which is regularly. I like to scream. I like to pant. I like to make my heart race so I can't breathe. So there's no way I could ever see myself running next to somebody, like couples who run together.
And having a chat. Yeah.
I mean, good for them, but I like could never see myself doing that because I wouldn't be pushing myself hard enough. Like when you're pregnant, that's like the thing that they tell you. I worked out throughout both my pregnancies. Right. Like basically don't let your heart rate get to a place. And I respected this because I was pregnant, but like, don't let your heart rate get to a place where you can't hold a conversation.
Yes.
That was sort of the rule of thumb.
It's really funny you say that, because for like your easy runs, the overall like rule of thumb, if you will, is being able to sustain a conversation. So that is like where your zone 2, very huge oversimplification, but your zone 2 running, like your zone 2 heart rate is basically being able to like sing a song or hold the conversation.
Yeah.
So that's the benchmark.
Well, I guess this kind of leads. We didn't plan it this way, as we rarely do plan anything that relates to this podcast, but relates to something that you did this week. So why don't you share?
Yes. I was quite excited for it. This was last Friday, a brand called 10,000. They make men's athletic wear. It's not Lulu. I mean, it is to an extent. Sponsorship? What? Oh, I wish it was sponsorship. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I would pay to be sponsored.
Dang, do the invert. You name any brand outside of Rockaway Soda on this?
You're right. Sorry. 10,000. Would love a sponsorship. I'll wear merch. I'll walk around in only athletic gear at all times. Whatever you want me to do. I was invited to run, responded, or got an email, responded. They said yes. I was shocked. 50 runners ran what they measured out to be a 10K. So for the uninitiated, that's 6.2 miles. It was 25 laps, basically from 14th and 10th Avenue around 16th and 11th Avenue, or the West Side Highway, rather, back into 14th and 10th Park. So I get there, and as usual with these things, if you've ever done something like High Rocks or any kind of like something that has like CrossFit adjacent vibes, hybrid athlete vibes, you're going to run into some men and women that look like absolute genetic freaks. And I get there, I'm like undersized. I'm like, fuck, I'm finishing in last. And I looked around for people that might've been older than me, and that was reassuring, but most were not. Of course, this brand, this was the first time they did the run, and they intend to extend it out. The brand is like as in go to different other cities with this, maybe the same race. They invited a few dudes, one who was famous, or at least if you follow High Rocks, who does, but he's an elite 15 High Rocks runner, meaning he's about as good as it gets for running. So they invited this guy named Dylan Scott. The grand prize was $5,000. Does not sound like a lot. It's not. I'm sure his sponsorship is a lot more. So the race was 25 laps that amounted to a 10K, and every single time you did a lap, you had to do 10 burpees and run back out. So ultimately it's 25 laps, 250 burpees. Ran it. Real ass kicker. I saw the winner once. He ran right by me. He ran it in less than 40 minutes. Anyone listening to this if you run a 40-minute 10K by itself, I think you're running 6 minute and 26 second miles. So you're flying. And he was doing 250 burpees in between all that. They handed him a check. I still don't know what place I finished in because they've not given us results. I took a mental picture, but I was basically on another planet of like what my time was. I think it was 52:36. Happy with that. I thought it was gonna take me over an hour. But like the people I ran into, these guys are running marathons in 2 hours and 50 minutes, sub 3 hour marathons, which is a huge, huge, huge achievement for many. But I was really just happy to be there and get the merch. So did it. I thought I was going to get hit by a car. Excuse me. I didn't know what they were going to do about traffic on 15th and 10th Avenue, but they just got caution tape and stopped Uber drivers from making lefts, and no one got hit by a car.
You were one of these annoying people running around the street.
Correct. But we were like not having conversations. We were like dying, and we were all wearing like.
But the guy who almost laid me out just now on our walk over here wasn't having a conversation. He was running fast on the street.
That motherfucker played lacrosse in college. I can tell you that much.
Back to our ever-present pedestrian branding.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I almost got hit. I cursed at a electronic bike delivery guy who didn't stop for us, who was, a delivery guy that was on an e-bike and didn't stop where he was supposed to stop. And he beeped at me and I said, fuck off, as I usually do. You're supposed to stop. More righteous anger at these people. I saw a guy yesterday, real quick. He was against a delivery guy, was in the opposite side of opposite lane of traffic he was supposed to be going in, made a left on a red light into the opposite lane of traffic he was supposed to be going in, and then skirted off at 40 miles per hour. So that's what we're dealing with, this Mad Max hellscape in New York City. Anyway, race good.
Far from a hellscape.
Yes, race good now. God, we're just counting the millions as we were walking here. Race went well. Happy about it. Were my results at 10,000 brand. You can also sponsor the show, as said. I just want to know if I came in 45th out of 50th or
okay, I think
28th.
we covered running.
Yeah, done. Enjoy the marathon, everyone. I want to take the kids out.
It's still weeks out. It used to be one of my favorite days of the year to party, ironically. And the most fun part of it is you go out, the energy in the city is incredible.
Probably the best it can be.
We'll probably go and then talk about it again on the show after we go. But it's just everybody's out in the streets, pulling for the marathoners. If you've never been a fan of or witnessed or watched the marathon go down, not from your TV, I highly recommend looking at the route and going for it, going to check it out. And we always watched on 2nd Avenue.
In a bar.
No, on the street. And then we went into
a bar to watch
and then
football.
we always had a few friends that were running it.
Yes.
And then they would meet us at the bar.
Yeah.
And we would all drink. They would be celebrating and we would just be drinking. And then we would all, every year for many years, it feels like many years. It was probably 3 or 4 years in a row. I was a few drinks in. I'm doing the I'm definitely doing the marathon.
I'm doing it.
Definitely doing the marathon next year.
Fast forward 13 years.
No.
We're still
at some point, in year 3 or 4 of saying it 3 or 4 years in a row, I was I'm not saying it this year.
Yes.
I don't care how many drinks I have. I'm not going to pretend that I'm doing the marathon. I'm just not. I'm not even a runner. I don't like running.
Well, if you want to beat yourself up and do what these people do, you can do it.
It's not a bucket list thing I need to check. I mean, it would be awesome.
It's such to do though. Now it's either raise money, you pay 5 Gs outright, you have an in with the FDNY, or you do what's called the 9+1. You run 9 races that are within the New York Roadrunner calendar, and then you volunteer for another, and then you don't even qualify for that year's marathon.
It's a big commitment.
You run it the following year.
It's a big commitment.
Huge commitment.
Yeah.
On your body too, and then you get the runner's hangover, and you never want to do it again, or you have the bug and you go to fucking Berlin and Tokyo and run them all the time, like our buddy Charlie. Yeah, maybe in time. I want to do it before I'm 44. That's when the wheels are going to come off. Yeah.
I look forward to that. That's 3 years away.
What, the wheels coming off?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. No, I'm not going to get into these studies that are coming out.
Okay, RFK.
No, RFK Jr., yeah.
These studies.
No.
What studies are you reading?
It was in National Geographic and Scientific American that they don't think aging.
New science.
Brand new science. Fucking top of the line RFK Jr. shit. They don't think aging. They're starting to see that aging is not this steady decline from your 20s, 30s, 40s, and I'm talking physically, and then obviously eventually mentally. Well, ideally not, but they think your body actually goes through 2 big shocks, sometime in your early to mid 40s, and then sometime in your early 60s, and that your cells just are fuck it, you start to trying to do a marathon before
okay.
Unless,
Well, best of luck with that, since we have 2 little savages living with us that have no time. I can't believe I'm even speaking words right now.
Our daughter doesn't sleep.
So tired.
Yeah.
Her daughter hasn't slept in 6 weeks.
No.
Well, she sleeps. It's just in 90-minute.
She sleeps on her time, on her own time. Yeah.
And 90-minute intervals. And then she is not, I think she's getting, who knows? You're always like trying to figure out what the hell's going on with a baby. But like, I think my newest theory is she's getting all of her teeth at once. She has 2 bottom teeth.
Yeah.
But I think
she has the inverted SpongeBob.
But it's just chaos.
Small bottom.
And I'm like in the midst of 2 tremendous deals with business. One of which is imminent and I can't wait to share it in time, and one that is in the works and I don't know where it's going to go, but they require a tremendous amount of focus and attention, and it's nearly impossible to
2 young children and your annoying husband.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you're kind of sleep deprived, and then a decision that I made months ago and just hasn't been solidified until today, basically. And 2 months ago, I was in a much better state of mind. I was more rested.
Yeah.
And then today, like as everything was already decided, like I'd already reviewed all the documents with my lawyers and everything. Today, I'm like at the 11th hour when I have to sign something, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. I feel shaky. I haven't slept in a week. What's happening? So
you looked over the edge.
I don't know how you're going to fit your marathon training into our life of entrepreneurship, now a podcast, and
a budding media
3-year-old and a 9-month-old
who do not give a F about any of our ambitions and goals other than
they really are. I mean, they're the best, obviously, like so obsessed with them, but they really drain your brain.
Yeah.
I mean, this week we had one of our like oldest and closest friends. They had their first child and they had a christening and a party for their closest friends and family. And we attended happily and, graciously everyone's children. Well, there were only a handful of like very close friends invited in addition to the families, but all the kids were included. So I was like, oh, hey, we'll bring the kids.
Yeah.
As did the rest of our crew. But it's like, trying to socialize with people you've been friends with for 100 years, and now you all have kids together, kids that need to be watched at all times. It's like the most bizarre experience that I'm dealing with, like of late, because you're never really in the conversation, right? Because this kid is, and I'm talking about this kid as in my own kids. This one is screaming. That one's coloring on the walls with a crayon or running into the kitchen of the restaurant bar we're in.
Or getting close to the sternos.
Or one of our friends' kids like trying to run out the front door. And you're like trying to have a conversation and
trying to get your alcohol fill in.
You have just like it's just like chaos. And then you walk out of the event and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yes.
Because you're like never fully in the conversation. So you can't even really remember
and
what
your eyes are wandering the whole time.
Because, your brain's also going like, what's my kid doing? Where's my kid?
Totally.
Where's my kid? And I'm like, we're so far away from like going to a party with our children where like we can actually have a conversation with an adult.
Yeah. We'll be 50.
I mean, whatever age we'll be. I'm like, when is the time where you go to like a house party, let's say, not necessarily in an apartment, but like how I grew up, a house gathering and all the kids are in the basement and the adults are upstairs and the kids are having a blast with kid time.
Yeah.
And the adults aren't worried because the kids are like autonomous enough to,
yes. And a couple older ones will ideally police the situation or torment the other.
It's so far away.
It is. I know.
It's so far away.
It is. And people are like, oh, we'll get our lives back in our 50s. I'm like, lives back? Now we're on like the final countdown. We're in the second half.
Come on.
I know.
We're gonna live long.
Yes.
But anyway, there are a couple of like family members there too that, are older, like some even like our parents' generation, some a little bit older in our generation. They're like, yep.
Yeah.
Just like looking at me, looking at Harry, looking at the rest of us like.
You're in it. Yeah.
And people are like, you're going to miss these days. Of course, there are moments that I'm going to miss. It's so precious to watch. But like the bad stuff, I'm not going to miss.
No, of course not. No. I feel like my brain doesn't even work anymore. I'm just making sure that everyone's alive.
Yerba mate, though. I'm plugging yerba mate when I'm in the beverage business.
Plugging another beverage. Wow. Cardinal sin. Okay. It's fine.
But we've been drinking yerba mates before we do this podcast. And
it's good.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's equivalent to like 1 shot of espresso.
Clean high.
And also,
High.
yeah, it's also like other vitamins in there. I don't even know what's in there.
From
You just handed it to me
South
one
America.
day.
Yeah,
And I was
they
like,
gotta figure
all
it out.
right, this works. And it doesn't like give you the jitters or keep you up all night.
No.
I mean, I'm a obsessed, I'm a coffee addict, but just in the morning. Like I need it. Like do not look at me until I've had a cup of coffee. Right, Harry?
For some reason I can't. I said this has never gotten through to me. I'm like, let's talk about something. And
You always try to ask me a question before I've had a cup of coffee or a sip. Like I just need maybe a quarter of a cup or a third of a cup, something.
I know.
Just don't look at me until that's happening.
Can't help myself. I don't like if I had to
18 plus years into being with
I don't know
each
if I
other,
could
how do
be
you not
quiet
know
for
this?
like 10 minutes.
What's that?
I don't know if I could like not talk for 10 minutes.
I know.
Maybe in a movie theater. That's probably the only place. Or like at some kind of like in church whenever we have to go to church for like death and weddings and like stuff like that. Other than that, I should just sew my mouth.
This past weekend for the christening, I had all intentions to go to the church.
Pause.
Literally, no, not with our kids. I wanted to go
No.
just for some peace for myself. I'm like, I'm going to church.
I'm finding Jesus.
I'm excited to go to
Yes.
church. And then I couldn't even because the church got moved to a different time and the kids had to be tended to. And I didn't. I was like,
Nor'easters, all this shit.
I'm going to have alone time in the church.
I know. Some time to reflect. No.
Oh.
No, not at all. So yeah, I mean, it's fun trying. These are the social events. Like, of course, these social events are great, but then you feel like I didn't have a meaningful conversation. I look like I'm the most distracted person ever, which is true. And I look like an overwhelmed parent, which is mainly true. But yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
And like, especially
No, but it also relates to like where I started the conversation, all of these business decisions that I'm in the midst of making. Like my business world is in the midst of like a restart, not even a restart, like contraction, and ideally an expansion after the contraction.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting. It's just,
you've also got this budding media empire.
oh
right?
yeah,
We're new media.
I mean, who
We're
knows?
podcasters.
I know. Who knows what that's going to
Exactly.
be.
All the
I'm
stuff-
talking about the other
tertiary.
2 things that are on my plate.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That, and then now we're getting into holiday season here. Apparently now all of Q4 is holiday.
For the
I'm not talking about business and selling things and like, holiday
explain
sales.
what Q4 is to the layman, whoever.
Everyone knows what Q4 is.
October.
The 4th quarter of the year.
Right. Yes, I know. I do know.
Okay. October, November. So.
I'm being coy. Yes. Holiday season starts the second Labor Day's done.
Halloween. Halloween is 4 weeks long.
Last year, we heard Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas
No,
Is You,
let's not even get to Christmas yet
before Thanksgiving.
because we have kids now and we have to do Halloween. I mean, I like to do I actually didn't really like doing Halloween as an adult. I like doing it in college and that was about it. It's always around your birthday. So it was
my birthday. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your birthday.
You're the one- I'm
As
the
in
only
your
one.
birthday.
I don't know.
That
Well,
is
if your
what-
birthday is October 29th,
I
you can
just
let me
said
know.
your birthday.
I mean, it could be proverbial. It's not. Anyway, yes. Halloween, my birthday is the 29th of October. Yes. Moving on.
So like there was maybe something around that at some points early in our 20s.
Yes.
But anyway, when I was growing up as a kid, now versus then scenario.
New segment.
Yeah, maybe a new segment on this
Workshopping.
podcast.
Mhm.
Halloween is a month long now.
Yeah.
There are 100 events.
Mhm.
Halloween was one day when I was a kid. One day. You dressed up.
The day.
You dressed up. You
Mhm.
went trick or treating.
Yep.
And as you got to be like in junior high or even high school, I was always envious of the Catholic school kids because they always had the day, All Saints Day, I believe is the day after Halloween.
Sounds right.
And we would like, I don't know, as adolescents do like dumb shit when we were old, at that age, eggs and shaving cream. But when I was a kid, like I'm talking babies, like you got dressed up, you like did your little couple of blocks of trick or treating. And that was that. It wasn't 3 weekends in advance. We have this pumpkin patch picking and the next following weekend, we have this jack-o'-lantern decorating and this spooky and boo at the zoo. And
Yeah. And classroom Halloween.
then after Halloween, there's pumpkin smashing events.
Yeah.
It's like, insane.
They've monetized every aspect of this.
Not to mention the family costumes, which is a whole other.
I know you're anti.
Oh my God.
I think
do not even propose that.
I know, but I think if we could pull it off, it'd be kind of cool.
No.
It does look silly.
It is the most cringe thing in the world.
It's cool-ish in pictures. It
is not cool.
It's not great.
There is nothing cool about it. Could you possibly imagine our parents dressing up with us as children and like taking a picture, like your dad or my dad or your mom or my mom? Like, what are you talking about?
Absolutely not.
There is not there's nothing I could picture less than that scenario.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, so you did
more to come on Halloween as we have 72 events lined up for this month.
Yes, you did real suburban Halloween, whereas I grew up in a building and like the kids kind of could go up and down the staircase on their own, and the parents would have to like man home base and like give out candy. But yeah, I mean, it was just day of.
What's real suburban Halloween?
I don't know. You grew up amongst houses. I grew up in like buildings. I wouldn't go to freaking 79th Street and be like trick or treat. So you have like,
I think suburban Halloween is way different than a Rockaway Halloween. From what I understand, suburban Halloween is like they do things called like trunk or treats now, I think.
Explain.
Where you just roll up to a parking lot with your car. Like the adults roll up and
tailgate?
Like, yeah, the kids, no, yeah, I guess
great.
in a way. And the kids just like, you pop your trunk and that, every car has a like
both candy and alcohol.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't live in the burbs. Hopefully not, since they're all driving there with their kids to a parking lot. Ideally, they're not having alcohol. There is a designated driver per family.
Sure.
But yeah, and then I think that you roll up and you like trunk or treat.
Okay.
So in no way was that, because everyone's so shook of everything now, too.
Yes.
People don't want their kids rolling up to houses.
Yeah.
In our day, it was like, the
caramel apples with razors. That was a big one.
Again, urban legend or fact? Fact or fiction? Don't eat an apple if someone gives you an apple.
Don't go bobbing for apples, which is probably so passe. Like, that's quaint to think about. No one bobs for apples anymore.
Also, no one gave apples out.
No. The weirdest thing was
pennies.
The UNICEF box.
I don't remember.
Me and the pennies. Yeah.
I don't remember UNICEF box, but like there were some old people in the neighborhood.
They gave out pennies?
Yeah, they would come to the door with like a bag of change. And, like everyone would get like a penny or two.
And no like Snickers?
But then again, probably when those people grew up, you could get a candy for a penny.
Okay, it's true. You just got to be nice and take your fucking penny. Wow. No, it's gotten out of hand. The second I went to Target like early September, and they already had like Halloween candles and shit like that going on, and like they already had Halloween line.
I mean, I guess consumerism, big business, internet ruining everything as usual.
Yeah.
Family costumes are purely for the gram.
Yeah. Some of them look great, but yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Who are you?
It's a kid's thing. Who
You've changed.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just have big.
You've changed.
Yeah. No. And then we'll get into Thanksgiving and Christmas once that comes around.
And then it's so interesting. Then the progression of, so like you dress up, at least in my Halloween life. Now I'm a parent of a Halloween
age
kids that dress up for Halloween, but costumes, like kid costumes, adolescents, like hoodies and shaving cream and eggs everywhere.
Yeah.
And then college, like slutty, insert whatever
/
costume.
like racially insensitive or like emotionally
the guys
insensitive.
Did that.
Yes,
exactly. The girls did that
stuff. Yeah, the girls dressed up pretty scandalously. The guys.
There was a couple of costumes I can't even admit to.
Oh, exactly. But that yeah, all that stuff has gone by the wayside. Or maybe not.
I mean, if I haven't been canceled already, I would be. Canceled.
Yes, exactly. Before times, you can't judge us by 25-year-old standards.
Well, that wasn't even 25.
20-year-olds.
Like 19, 20.
Yeah. Yes. I think that probably still not the racially charged stuff, but I think it's probably still like it's, colleges is probably still pretty risque and promiscuous. Should be.
Yeah.
Right. And then you become an adult and probably should just like hand out candy and escort your kid and like have a beer in a Yeti cup.
I also don't think that's legit, but
yeah. Okay.
people do it.
Well, yeah, if you have 3-year-olds. Yeah. Well, the holiday season is upon us, guys.
I
It
guess,
is.
yeah. It's starting with, and then it'll be the day after Halloween, after you smash your pumpkins
Yes.
at some event. Then it will be Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yeah.
But to my Canadian crew,
Happy Thanksgiving, belated.
yeah, happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, belated. I didn't even text anyone. Sorry, I meant to. But their like Christmas season has already started
It's crazy. It's
because
wild.
their Thanksgiving is our Indigenous Peoples Italian American Heritage Day.
Yes.
Right. And so it's the second weekend in October. So from then to
That is a long stretch.
yeah.
I feel like Thanksgiving just gets stomped on by Christmas, which is sad.
Christmas just needs to be a day. People like
I know.
put their Christmas tree up the day after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then it stays up. It's too long. My mom said when she was a kid, they put the Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
That was like what you did on Christmas Eve.
Right.
Which makes sense. That's a nice Christmas Eve tradition.
Yes, it is. I know.
But
so much Mariah Carey, so much Christmas music.
I like
stores.
I like
I know.
I'm still not sick
Over
of that song.
Okay.
I don't know if I could listen to it like at the same clip that I used to listen to it at or tolerate it at.
Like a Starbucks or a Target employee, they're probably insane.
Go out to the bar, like people would like freak out for that song.
I know.
Which is like also cringe to think about.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah. We have a couple traditions. We watch like Elf. Elf has, I think, become #1 Christmas movie.
All right,
Elf
we're
is
getting
taken
way ahead of ourselves
Right.
here.
We're doing what we're talking about.
We got to save some.
We're doing what we're talking about.
I know. We got to
It's going
save
back.
some like
It's not even
holiday
Diwali.
content.
It's not even Diwali yet.
I know. We got Diwali this week.
Diwali on Monday.
Kids don't go to school anymore.
Yeah,
Nothing
fall-
against Diwali, against all the holidays.
I
like
say this every time. There's going to be a time soon where New York City public school ends in July, like right before 4th of July. It has to. They are acknowledging every single holiday.
I know. It's got to be no one gets a holiday. No one gets holidays.
I mean, these are deeply entrenched holidays.
They're not, though. We didn't have any of these holidays when we grew up. We had the Jewish holidays because of the Jewish population in New York, especially in public schools.
Sizable, for sure.
And we had
Christmas,
obviously, Easter, spring break, and a February break.
Thanksgiving.
I guess. Yeah, we had.
And 1.5 million days.
Oh, we did. No, we didn't have 1.5 million days.
Like 5 or 6.
We had election day because we had to.
Yeah,
because
half
they
days
used the
dope.
schools.
Yeah, of course.
I guess we had better. I guess we did.
Yeah.
We just didn't have like Lunar New Year. We didn't have Diwali. We didn't have
Eid.
And there are multiple Eid days, I believe.
I think so. I think. Forgive us for not knowing. We'll know soon.
I mean, I don't know if we need to know. It's not our holiday. Again,
no, I feel you. I'm saying we don't. Yeah.
I don't need to pretend that I'm going to know about every religion, ethnicity. And,
no, it's crazy.
Whatever. I think it's nice that the kids can talk about it in school and get exposed to it.
Yes.
But it's very hard to run a family.
Right.
When every other day is, I think there's been so far one full school week. That's it. Last week.
Right. Last week. No, we had
last week.
Last
week we
yes.
don't because we had Monday off, and then Diwali.
Have Monday off.
Then Election Day, then Veterans Day, then Thanksgiving. There's no days off until Christmas in December. I already checked. I already forward.
No days off. Just yes.
Anyway,
it's such a stop and start situation. It's crazy.
But we should have versed ourselves on Diwali and focused on that since it's the one that's actually upcoming in our lives.
Yes.
Maybe our son can educate us because they'll probably be discussing it in his
absolutely
very intense 3-year-old 3K program.
Yes.
What else? Oh,
the walk here.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay, so I personally have goals of living in what realtors or maybe the whole city would call, I don't know, Northwest Tribeca.
Great goal. I'm on board for it.
Oh, you've been hating on it.
Yeah, but then we walked tonight and I was like,
We've walked through it a million times.
Bit of a ghost town.
Okay, so let's call it north of Hubert and North.
North of Citigroup.
Which is Hubert and North.
Correct. Right.
And then, what would you say, in West Broadway and West?
Sounds right.
Or Varick? I think it's Varick.
Hudson and West.
Hudson and West. Yeah. Yes, I would say you're right. Hudson and West.
Hudson's a natural barrier because it feeds into the Holland Tunnel at that point.
Anyway, it's
super
beautiful.
Wild.
It's definitely just one of those parts of the city that wasn't like fully converted, like manufacturing and industrial buildings weren't fully converted or knocked down and rebuilt till pretty recently. and it's very quiet. There is not a lot of commercial anything there.
No.
There are a few calories, a few bars, a few meaning like two
Yeah.
2 bars, 2 restaurants.
Yeah.
It's only a few blocks, but
You
anyway,
can't even find like a deli situation there either. Yeah.
it's fancy,
Very fancy.
and I want to live there one day.
Yeah. The Rolls Royce SUV, matte black. out front
Rockaway
of that place.
soda. Drink more Rockaway
Yes,
soda.
please. Or listen to this.
We got to sell
podcast, like
a lot of
1,000
Rockaway soda
We,
when it's on the shelf for $1.99.
Yes.
And you have to make it and sell it to a distributor who sells it to the retailer who makes the most money off of it, especially in New York. You can back into how much money we make off of 1 can of Rockaway soda. There needs to be zillions of cans of Rockaway soda
a penny.
sold,
the Halloween
so we can hit our goals.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fun to dream, and it's fun to walk by those places. I mean, it got us thinking.
You can see the ceilings of the apartments, and they're quite high, and it looks like it's super fancy, and the buildings are awesome. But yeah, it got us thinking.
Like, what are the top New York City apartment flexes? And I want to start from
bare bones.
20 years old, scrapping it out, or you just moved here as a young person. We'll cover like outside of Manhattan since we have a lot of experience out.
Mhm.
You know, I grew up outside of Manhattan. Harry lived in Brooklyn for many years before coming back to Manhattan. Where do you start? The first goal. What do you think the first like New York City apartment goal is?
Well, I'm starting real like minor league baseball.
Yeah, I have a thought.
Let's go dishwasher.
Hmm.
Or a bedroom, not a studio. A
I
bedroom.
guess it's so particular to the person.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
I didn't have a dishwasher in Crown Heights, for instance.
because for me it would be no roommate,
Okay. Right. So a bedroom. So 1 bedroom. Okay, great.
1 bedroom. That
Okay.
would be the goal. I don't care about a dishwasher,
Okay.
especially as a young person. Probably like,
Just toss out your to-go container.
I wasn't.
Move on
Cooking.
with
I
life.
still don't cook that,
Yeah.
but like, so I don't.
Okay.
Dishwasher, just not personally something that I need
Okay.
or would like to. I mean, I need it now, but
Next step.
wait. So what was yours? Was dishwasher? And
Yeah,
mine
I'm
was
starting
tap.
I'm starting at the foundational.
Some of our friends lived with like 7 people when they
Revolving
first,
doors. I have friends that were like had to preside over insane 5-bedroom situations in like the Seaport where they like Craigslist, like a revolving door of roommates, like having to handle like basically having to like be the finance minister of an entire place and like divvying up the bills. It sounds like a fucking part-time job. I'm good. Never had to deal with that. Thank God. I've only had 2 roommates, male roommate and you. So there you go.
I've never had a roommate as an adult.
Yes.
In college, of course, but
Yeah.
I mean, I lived at home. I worked on Wall Street. First of all, it was a very, relatively high-paying job.
Mhm.
But I lived at home for 2 years, I think, after I got my first job. I saved a bunch of money, and then I got a studio loft, as it was called.
Mhm. But going back to amenities, so I think dishwasher, you think a 1 bedroom as opposed to studio.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about friends of ours who their first apartments, like say 22, 23, get back from college.
Plenty.
7 people, 6, 7 people.
Yeah.
At least 3. A lot of people, at least 3.
Yeah, 3.
For a long time.
3 or 4 seem to be kind of the average. 3, let's call it 3.5.
I'd rather live with my parents. I mean, I'm close with my parents and
I know.
would have rather lived with them, I think.
Mm.
I don't know. It's hard to say because we were together by then. So
Concrete jungles where dreams are made of. You just want to cast out on your own.
I mean, I don't know. To each their own. Again, to my point of like everything is so personal.
All right, I've got the next tier up.
Okay, so your first tier is dishwasher.
I think so.
And my first tier is
Within reason. Yeah,
what would be you've only ever lived with one other person.
correct.
What would be the maximum number of roommates you would have?
Including myself, 3. So 2 roommates.
Yeah, I guess it also.
I mean, I've never had to deal with it, but yeah, that sounds achievable. As long as there's 2 bathrooms, I think that would be good. Yeah.
Your roommate situation was pretty good though. You had like
2 bed, 2 bath. Yeah.
pretty separate spaces too.
Yes. And we worked same industry. We were always working long hours. Yeah. It was yes. Got along swimmingly.
Well, I also had my own apartment
Yeah.
for one of the years that you were.
It's great.
But anyway,
Spent a lot of time there at your place. Yes. All right, let's go back. Amenities. What do you think is more important? I think elevator and building is kind of an amenity as opposed to like a 7-story walk up.
7-story is ridiculous, but we lived in a 4-story walk up for 3 years at least.
Building was ancient by New York standards. Yeah.
You get used to it.
You do. We didn't have a fucking stroller.
Oh yeah, you couldn't have a stroller in that situation. But you get used. I got used to that 4th floor walk up.
Of course.
But it was funny. Anytime anyone ever came over, they'd be like,
yeah, dead.
dying at the top, and I'm like, oh, I just get accustomed to it. Didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be doable with like kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people that live in a 4th floor walk up with kids.
Of course.
In the city.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
It'd probably be a deal breaker for me.
Yes. I mean, gym and building is pretty big flex.
I think you need to take babyer steps here.
Okay.
How are we doing this?
Okay.
I don't know how we're doing this.
Throw in something
we didn't plan it.
throw in something that's a level below or 2. That's a dishwasher to start with.
I think, first of all, washer dryer access is more important than gym.
Okay. It's a huge, that washer dryer seems to be a delineating line between like a pretty big time apartment. It's a rarity.
We've had them in our last 2 apartments.
Yes.
I will say, I don't do it as much, but like if I had a choice, I would haul my laundry back to Rockaway to the house because
better washer and dryer.
Well, it's a better washer and dryer, and like the dryers always suck, even if you're in a really nice apartment.
1,000%.
They're not ventilated. The clothes are always like a bit damp.
Your socks are always damp. Socks need another spin.
I'm more interested in a washer dryer than I am a gym.
Whew. Okay. I also don't think gym, like any building that I think has been built in the last 20 to 30 years, I mean, within reason, like that's pretty high. I think basically has a gym. I don't think it's that big of a flex, but it's nice to just have it in your building as opposed to, having to go to the Equinox at fucking 7 a.m., which I've seen, and it is a total scramble in that place before work. So gym, okay. And you think
I also think we should have delineated this differently, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it has to do with like the progression of stages of life, but there are many, I don't know what the stats are, but many people who live in the city in apartments that do not progress to the family life in the apartment or ever. They choose circumstance or by choice not to have kids.
Right.
But I think my desires and needs have changed in apartments dramatically. Like I was always like, our West Village apartment, the 4th floor walk up was in a gorgeous old townhouse.
Beautiful.
Just
historic.
From the 1800s, so cool, so much character. The loft we lived in before, the apartment we live in now, was like spiral staircase, lofted, high ceilings, not a walk up, and it did have a washer and dryer. But I never was like, I don't need any of the other fancy things. Now with kids, like, it is quite a luxury to just make things a lot easier because having kids in the city is, not the easiest choice.
Yeah.
But I do think that my like goals for an apartment will change when the kids get a little bit more. When they can be in the basement, back to the conversation 25 minutes ago, when they can be in the basement on their own, meaning like, I don't know if all of the luxury amenities will be as necessary. I'd rather have like a super cool like loft with character.
So that being said, I guess they call door people or doormen concierges now, depending on the building. A bit of an eye roll. More important.
All about branding.
Yes. More important. Concierge or rooftop access? What do you think is more?
Again,
what's higher in the
no kids, rooftop. Kids,
doorman. Door person. Yes. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's it.
And then I think the highest goal other than
Wait, so what are our goals here? Let's back it up. Washer, dryer, dishwasher, 1 bedroom, washer, dryer,
gym, which seems to be a point of contention, sticking point. Yep. Rooftop access or a door person building.
Yeah.
And then I think
Or any outdoor access, like a balcony.
a balcony, sure. Yeah.
I've never had a balcony. In
No,
any of the
nor did I.
Oh, we had a fire escape.
Super rusted over and horrifying. Yeah.
Some cigs were smoked out on that.
No
fire
question.
escape.
Yeah. I've almost blocked my.
And it was horrifying, honestly.
I think if there was a fire, we would have been goners. We'd probably have to jump from the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
I don't know how that thing was going to slide down. It was all shady. 45 Grove Street, guys. Beautiful building. We don't live there anymore, but great building. All right. So I think having walked by Northwest Tribeca, and I think what triggered this entire conversation,
some of these buildings have everything, right? Like they've got multiple concierges, door people, like basically like what looks like professional security.
Yep.
We saw someone drive under, we didn't even get into cars.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think that's number one. A drive-in, not like there is a garage that maybe you have to pay into. You probably, I don't know if you have to pay into these things anyway, but
they own the unit. It comes with
a parking spot.
Yeah.
A below in building, go below the building garage, like
a townhouse where you drive under or multiple units and you click from
the bat phone and you go into your garage.
You do in the garage in the suburbs
with the matte black Rolls Royce SUV we saw.
Yeah.
And just go into your spot. I think that is like you've achieved.
But I also noticed in that building, right?
Yeah.
None of them have it all.
Right.
Actually, I think there's a couple of buildings that have it all. You can drive under. They have the concierges. They probably have the gym, and they have rooftop access.
Yes. And then they must have a washer, dryer, and a dishwasher.
Yeah.
So they've got it all.
I think of all of those absurd, the highest end, most ridiculous things, I think given that washer, dryer, dishwasher, when you're at that level, that's just standard.
Yes.
I think my 2 biggest thing, I could lose the door people if I had, because I don't think that building had any door people.
Almost.
I could do the driving and the drive down.
Yes, to the back end.
And the penthouse with the private roof.
So the $50 million apartment.
I don't think it's 50 million.
Jennifer Lawrence, whatever. Justin Timberlake bought one of these things.
Might as well be 50 million. It's far away from anything we're within range.
No,
but it's fun to dream about. And I don't really care about it. I'm very happy where we are, but it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, tremendous. Yeah. What did you say? It was like a celebrity dorm in there? Was it 4?
Oh, there's one building. I forget what the address is in that neighborhood.
457 Greenwich, something like that.
Yeah, they used to nickname it the celebrity dorm. I don't know how many celebrities still live there.
Not bad.
I would imagine most of the people that live in there are richer than these celebrities anyway.
They are the people that are paying for the movies or music.
Or international money or whatever, financial capital of the world money.
Just
money.
Yeah. Money.
Billions.
Offloading capital.
Tech. AI.
Fintech, yes.
Money.
Yes.
Finance.
Yes. Tax havens, art, all that cool shit. Yeah. All right. So I think we've hit, are we missing anything in the hierarchy? I don't know. I'm just what would obviously be an amenity. It's crazy that you go to the suburbs and that is your life all in one fell swoop.
Yeah. There are some apartments, you see this on the internet. I've never known anyone or I was never privy to going to any apartments where the bathtub, there's a toilet in the living room or the studio so small.
Crazy. Yeah. Crazy town. Yeah.
I know. I never knew anyone with that type of.
No. You always heard the stories.
Plenty of 3-bedroom, 3 roommate people, 3-bedroom people with 1 bathroom, though.
Yeah, rough.
It's
rough. Yeah,
I think it's easy to do when you're young.
Yes.
And then you just get less tolerant as you age.
Yes.
Of discomfort.
Get serious with someone and it's all right.
Or just yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know if we have a hierarchy there.
No, we can rank it. I'll
personal choice.
I'm gonna rank it. I'm gonna rank it in the DM and on the Instagram story.
It's too Instagram story.
Whatever you post.
A reel.
Yeah, I don't know how to use Instagram.
Oh my God, Harry.
I've only played defense on Instagram. I've never played offense.
Anyway, I think the conclusion
Official medium.
similar to where your favorite pizza spot is.
Yeah, for sure.
It's such personal choice.
Yes.
And yeah. Also, it's personal choice how you grew up, where you grew up, what you like, what you're comfortable with.
Yes.
You know, if you want to walk upstairs or if you need, elevator was somewhere. We on that list. We
Yes.
It.
Yeah, we'll rank it. We'll suss this out. We've tossed them all out.
We can
there.
also, poll an audience, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you want to end with your dictator for a day?
We got to stop calling it a dictator for a day because I feel like my regime is consolidating its power. And except for the biker that almost killed me today, of course, we didn't get him. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. What's going on, dog owners and dog walkers in New York City? Like,
we have so many theories.
There is
I
so
love dogs.
much.
I love dogs.
Yes.
I cannot wait to get a dog for my kids and my family. I
I
can't handle it right now, as I've already belabored that we don't sleep and we have way too much on our plate with business and kids. But like ideally in 2 years, we get a dog, and I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So disclaimer before Harry shits on, literally shits on dog people.
Yes.
Not even dog people, whoever's walking these dogs.
Yes. All right. I think I've lived in 6 or 7 neighborhoods, generally up and down the socioeconomic ladder. I mean, so I've seen a lot. New York City is, in many respects, probably considered the capital of the world by most people. I've been to a couple other major cities, in this case, Paris and London, and they're fucking pristine. Okay, I get there are many things about America and New York that are not like France and England. I get it. There are so many dogs in New York. Dogs are wonderful. Thank God they're wonderful, because our son terrorizes these dogs and he grabs their tails. He doesn't know any better and like might want to like poke their eyes. And these dogs are so well trained by us. So like hats off to all these people that are doing a good job by dogs. However, there's not a fucking neighborhood I've lived in New York City that there isn't so much dog waste. I'll spare the language. And I'm just like, how is this happening? All right. If you can't pick up after your dog, you don't deserve to own a dog. All right. Is it your 8-year-old kid that's going out for a walk and is too embarrassed to pick up dog shit? Sorry, now I'm cursing again. Is it a dog walker that has 15 dogs and just like can't get like spun around too much? Is it an elderly person that doesn't want to bend over? Whatever the case may be, zero excuses. It can't be a minefield everywhere. And it is a minefield everywhere. Like there's so much dog waste all over.
I don't notice it as much as you.
Everywhere.
Maybe I
everywhere.
Don't care as much as you.
It's wild. It doesn't matter if you're in Northwest Tribeca, I see it. It's like, okay, so you've walked your dog at 5:30, no one's around, you just don't pick up after your fucking dog, so we all have to deal with this. Insane. Okay. And during the pandemic, everyone bought dogs. So now there's freaking 1.5 dogs to Americans out here. You have 550 million American dogs, and God knows how many other dogs. So
I did notice people circling, like by
us. The Parks Department people circle the dog shit. Whoever does that, like, you're brave. That's wild. And they like to shame.
I mean, I don't think. Why is that brave? They just put a circle.
I know, but I don't want to be like, it's repulsive. I don't want to be anywhere near it. All right, so we're just gonna just like keep this quick. And this is dark, man. This is dark, but like this is what happens when you live in the regime.
Wait, what? I didn't know what this is.
Don't worry about it. No. It's just going to be dog separation. The dog gets taken away from you.
No,
that's it.
Absolutely not.
The dog gets taken away from you. And if you're a dog walker, I mean,
where does the dog go?
It goes to a better place. We say this dog was unfortunately framed for not being picked up after. And it's going to get a better owner that we know is in a database. Obviously, everyone's being surveilled. That we know is going to... We've established that.
You're going to like guarantee that wherever the dog
or
goes.
it'll run free in the middle of the country where there's, no people. There's 2 options. Either your dog becomes native again, as it probably should be.
People need to get shamed. The dog shouldn't.
Okay, so
it's not the dog's fault. Why are you always wanting to like not hurt the dog, but like
this is going to be the best thing that could ever happen to the dog, because it's going to the owner is negligent and in other respects as well. So sorry, I already fast forwarded to step 4.
That could be true.
I've already fast forwarded to step 4, which is the dog emancipates itself. Right? It's like, I'm done with you, owner. You can't even fucking pick up after me. You're a horrible, horrible parent. One is, yes, you just get publicly shamed. Like,
just call it a parent.
Like, don't people call themselves dog parents? They do. I know they do. I know they do. You might have your own issues with it, but this is how they identify. Anyway, yeah, you get publicly shamed, and like I put your like a missing kid sign, but like you're the dog owner that doesn't, or dog walker that doesn't clean up, or the teenager that doesn't clean up after your dog. So that's step one. Step two is social media, like just an enhancing of this. So now you've gone viral. Step three is we take you to dog training school. So like you get programmed or brainwashed on how to be a good dog parent. And then step four is dog emancipation, and you lose your dog.
How about we put their face in the dog shit?
I mean, that's,
Because isn't that how you train a dog to go outside?
yes. Yeah, do it. Of course. Or make
That
them pick it up.
sounds like the way to
Make
do
it,
it.
make
right?
them pick it up with their hands. This is fucking insane. It's a real faux pas. Come on, guys. The city's dirty enough as is. Oh, and this is for my Department of Sanitation people out there. I don't even have to ask you. I just know inherently. The dog shit bag doesn't go on the trash that the Department of Sanitation has to pick up. At least have the decency to throw it in a fucking basket. Don't throw it in a 30-yard dumpster either on top of the tarp. Like that hasn't been picked up. Find a basket, or whatever they call it. Find a garbage can. They're all over Manhattan. Don't tell me they're not. They're everywhere. And throw it in properly. Also, make sure it gets in like the plastic ones. Don't like rim out on the fucking on the lid. And that's it. Dog owners, do better. All of you do better.
I have to imagine it's not the owners that. My theory is that it's not the actual owners who are not doing this.
A dog walker has that's like a core dog walker job. Maybe like job.
It's a dog walker. It's a teenage
lot of
kid.
kids.
I think it's teenage.
I think it's the kids. Kids, grow up. Grow up. Fucking clean up after you.
PSA, parents with teenage kids that are walking their dogs, they're not picking up after the dog.
I'm going to set up Ring cameras by us, and it's going to be on. I see all these people all the time, and I'm going to publicly shame them. That's it. Dictator.
Not your best.
Yeah, I know, but God, guys, why do I have to walk through this?
Okay.
That's it.
Well, you're out here trying to make the city a better place.
I am. One rant at a time. Fucking happy Halloween. Happy Diwali.
Is it happy? I don't even know anything about it.
I know. I think it's like a candle, like celebration of light.
You need to get more
We do.
cultured.
Desperately.
Okay. Well, on that note, maybe we'll do some more things this week so we can, not Halloween related. We're going to save more Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
For the actual day.
No.
Okay. Well, hopefully I don't make any dumb business decisions because I have no brain cells, and
Great.
I can't wait to share more of that when I can share more of that, if I can function in my head, and send us some good vibes to help our daughter sleep. Send sleep vibes.
Yes. Essential oil, sleep vibes.
I'm going to go have a drink to try and make the sleep better for myself.
I know.
I think we're going to Northwest Tribeca.
Yeah.
Yo, North Bar, if you don't know, now you know.
Great.
Super quiet.
Mm-hmm.
The cocktails are
A+.
incred.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not a scene because it's in the quiet, exclusive little enclave, but it's on the walk back to our apartment.
The amenity-rich enclave of Lower Manhattan.
Okay. On that note.
Good night, everyone. Clean up after your fucking dogs. Bye.
Stop. Bye.
Okay. Thank you both.